Imagine sending your child to school in the morning, expecting a normal day of classes and learning, only to receive a phone call hours later that the school has been evacuated because of both a firearm and a bomb threat. The panic, the fear, and the uncertainty of that moment is exactly what parents, students, and staff at Kecoughtan High School in Hampton faced on Friday morning. What began as a routine day suddenly turned into a scene of flashing lights, blocked roads, and accidents everywhere, and urgent evacuations. This is the story of how it unfolded, told through the voices of those caught in the middle of a terrifying situation. It was just after the morning bell when school security officers began conducting their routine safety checks. As part of the district's heightened safety measures, students pass through a weapon detection unit upon entering the building. On this day, one of those scans triggered an alert. Security staff acted quickly, pulling a student aside. The officers asked the teenager to step out of line, and when they checked his bag, they discovered a firearm. The room went silent. A teacher who witnessed the moment later recalled, "You could feel the tension in the air. Everyone froze. The officers handled it calmly, but you could see the seriousness on their faces." The student, whose identity has not been released, was immediately taken into custody. The gun was secured, and administrators quickly began notifying district officials. Within minutes, a robocall was prepared to alert parents, informing them of the incident and assuring them the weapon had been confiscated. But the situation didn't end there. As safety checks continued, staff reported discovering what appeared to be a suspicious package on campus. In an already tense atmosphere, that discovery elevated concerns to a new level. One staff member said, "We didn't know if it was connected to the gun or if it was something completely different. All we knew was that we couldn't take chances." That was when the decision was made to evacuate the entire school. At the same time, Hampton Police and Hampton Fire and Rescue were called to the scene. Woodland Road, the main road leading to Kecoughtan High School, was quickly blocked in both directions. Parents who had started to hear whispers of the incident began driving toward the school, only to be stopped at roadblocks manned by officers and school employees. One parent, standing at the barricade, described the helplessness. "All I wanted was to see my child, to know they were safe. But all they kept saying was that the students were being taken to the convention center." That convention center was the Hampton Roads Convention Center, designated as the reunification site. Buses were lined up at the school to transport students away from campus. A police officer at the roadblock told concerned parents and media members, "We are conducting a full evacuation due to a bomb threat." The words hit hard. For many parents, the situation instantly went from alarming to terrifying. Back inside the school, teachers were ushering students into lines, urging them to remain calm as they boarded buses. Everyone was whispering, trying to guess what was happening. One student later recalled, "Some people were crying, some were just quiet. The teachers kept telling us we were safe, but you could tell they were worried too." As the evacuation continued, the Newport News bomb squad truck pulled up to the school. Its presence confirmed to onlookers that authorities were treating the suspicious package as a potential bomb. Officers in heavy protective gear moved carefully toward the building, their actions shielded from view by school walls. But the tension spread through the waiting crowd of parents and staff. A father said, "Seeing the bomb squad arrive, that's when it really hit me how serious this was. My heart sank. I just wanted my son out of there." Meanwhile, buses full of students began arriving at the convention center. Inside, staff members quickly organized check-in tables, allowing parents to reunite with their children once their identities were confirmed. The reunion scenes were emotional. Some students ran into their parents' arms in tears, while others tried to act brave but showed visible relief when they finally saw their loved ones. A mother described the moment. When my daughter came out and I hugged her, I just couldn't let go. You never expect something like this to happen so close to home. Throughout the day, Hampton City Schools kept emphasizing their commitment to safety. In their official message to parents, the division stated, "The safety and security of our school community remain our highest priority. We are committed to maintaining a safe and supportive environment for our students, and will continue to keep you updated as more information becomes available." Despite the reassurance, questions remain. Why did the student have a gun in the first place? Was the suspicious package a real bomb or a hoax? Was the threat connected to the firearm, or was it a separate incident altogether? Authorities have yet to release those details, and investigations are ongoing. In moments like this, the community is left grappling with both fear and gratitude. Fear, because the possibility of violence at a school is every parent's nightmare. Gratitude, because swift actions by security officers, police, and staff prevented a potential tragedy. One local resident summed it up. "We're thankful this was handled before anyone got hurt, but it's a wake-up call that we can't take safety for granted." As the sun set that day, the flashing lights outside Kecoughtan High School faded, but the memory of the chaos and the images of bomb squads, roadblocks, and evacuated students remained vivid. For parents, it was a reminder that the call they dread most can come at any time. For students, it was a day they will never forget, when the ordinary rhythm of school life was shattered by fear. And for the community, it was a powerful lesson in vigilance, preparation, and the fragile sense of safety that every family hopes will hold firm when they send their children off to school. Even after the students were safely reunited with their families, the tension in Hampton lingered. Parents stood in small groups outside the convention center, some speaking softly, others still visibly shaken. A father clenched his fists as he said, "I don't know how a kid even gets a gun into a school. Something has to change." His words echoed the fears of many in the crowd, who questioned how such a threat could develop inside a place meant for learning and safety. Students, too, shared their thoughts in hushed tones. One junior whispered to a friend, "I kept thinking, what if it's real? What if we don't make it out?" Those emotions will stay with them for years, shaping how they view not only their school, but their own sense of security. As investigators combed the scene, community leaders urged calm and patience, promising transparency once more details emerged. The bomb squad continued its careful work, underscoring how close the day had come to a much darker outcome.